Students, I welcome you all on Rishikul Online School, the best platform for providing online education to students. So again, I welcome you. Students, this is module number 1, and in this module we shall discuss the topic A House is Not a Home, that has been written by Jan Gardieso, and this topic has been taken from your book Moment. In the next slide we shall discuss this chapter, so let's go to next slide and see. Students, in this slide we shall discuss the introduction of the chapter, so let's discuss. Being a teenager can be challenging at times because growing up has its own set of problems. These problems need to be tackled with patience and faith, two qualities that teenagers need to inculcate gradually. Opening up to the wonderful world around and thanking God for the little blessings make the difficult task of growing up a wonderful journey. Student, this is the introduction of the chapter. In the next slide, we shall discuss the message of the chapter. So let's move to next slide and see. Students, in this slide we shall discuss the message of the chapter. So let's discuss. The story conveys the message that friendship and good-heartedness are two strong factors that help build genuine relationships. Jan felt awkward, isolated, and embarrassed by the changes that marked his early teenage. But when new people approached him with open arms and extended a hand of friendship, he was overwhelmed. All his worries, fears, and insecurities faded away. Helping others in need and being grateful while getting help are the two values one should acquire. The teenagers, especially, should volunteer to make newcomers feel at home. Another message conveyed by this story is that one should not grieve over material loss. As long as one has emotional support, one can overcome any loss. Student, this is the message of chapter, and in the next slide we shall discuss the theme of the story. So let's move to next slide and see. Students, in this slide we shall discuss the theme of the story. So let's discuss. The story is based on the theme of adjustment issues encountered by teenagers. Routine problems of life appear grievous and difficult to children in their growing years. They fail to acknowledge the little blessings offered by life and focus on the small missing things. It takes some time, but love and support from people around them rebuilds their faith in the goodness of life. Jan felt so pressurized by the changes in his life that he thought of death, the extreme way to escape. However, genuine outpouring of concern from his schoolmates made him realize that his fear and insecurities were unfounded. He connected back with life with the help of his new friends. Students, this is the theme of the story. So, in the next slide, we shall discuss the characters. So, let's move to next slide and see. Students, in this slide, we shall discuss the main characters of the story. There are two main characters in this story. The first one is Jan Gardieso and Jan's mother. So, let's discuss Jan Gardieso. Jan is a teenager who is struggling with the changes in his life. He feels awkward, strange, isolated, and embarrassed like any other teenager. Little matters gain massive proportion for him. However, he is very alert as he notices the fire as soon as it begins and he rushes out to call the firefighters. Jan is a little reluctant in taking the initiative but is otherwise a friendly boy. He welcomes the hand of friendship extended to him and happily accepts new friends. He has values of gratitude and thankfulness for the little gifts bestowed upon by God. So students, the next character is Jan's mother. Jan's mother is a brave woman who faces life with grit. Her husband died when her only son was very young. Still, she took upon herself the responsibility to raise him single handedly. She heroically retrieves the photos and letters of her husband when fire engulfs their house. Her attempt to save the only memories of her late husband arouses admiration from her son as well as the readers. She is a responsible parent who can be firm if need be. She knows that going back to school would normalize things for Jane. Therefore, she compels him to go to school, and even Jane does not resist this decision because he knows that she is his well wisher. Overall, she is an admirable woman of love, compassion, self respect, and greed. So, students, these are the characters of the story. In the next module, we shall discuss the rest of the story. So, wait for the next module. Thank you. Thank you for watching the video. Thank you.